Love is so sexy, baby. Oh,
Annoying.
Girl, I done did this whole introduction and I was on mute. Then the microphone was sitting up there acting a fool. Then these badass kids sitting over here. You know, I'm trying to iron these clothes and cook some breakfast for these badass children of mine. And they over here acting a fool. So, you know, it's just like you going through so much. And it's you can only take so much, you know. I'm tired of living like this. I can't keep living like this. Oh, child. I done did this whole thing. But look here, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. Welcome to Jessie Live. Make sure y'all hit like, share, and subscribe. Honey, I was getting tired. Y'all excuse my tardiness. I don't like doing that. What's up, Mike? What's up, Nicole? What's up, Shardy Shaw? Y'all make sure y'all hit like, share, and subscribe for me. It looks like Tasha was in here beforehand before the video started. I'm not gonna be up here all night long, y'all, because I'm really not long winded. I'm really not long winded. Let's go back down to these comments. But I thank y'all so much again. Um, for the people that viewed the last video, I know it was some mess. We're gonna get back into some mess. I don't want this to become a thing of me always going off. But if it's time to go off, then it's time to go off. If it's time to read and roast and gag, it's just time to read, roast and gag. Cause a lot of y'all full of shit. And I was taking so long because I was like, well, let me go. I had fell asleep earlier. I left work early. And the tea just keep coming in. I keep seeing everything. Hey, Shady Shy. The tea just keep coming in tonight. And I'm like, oh, you gotta I'm like, I don't want to talk about this no more. This some old tea. So, it's so much stuff I wanted to talk about tonight, but y'all keeping up a lot of mess. Like the summer has been hot. The summer has been super blazing here in Detroit. Like it was so hot today and yesterday. So, y'all just been keeping up a bunch of mess. But let's start here. Let's start a little bit on a lighthearted, on a secular tip, because I know y'all we talk about a lot of church topics and stuff, but sometimes we're gonna be a little worldly. Come on, let's get into it. And I got my girl, the big Glorilla.
Will go on. Rapper Glorilla will host a concert in Tennessee tomorrow after being arrested in Forsyth County. And News first anchor Joe Borcho is here with us in the studio. So, Joe, Glorilla is finally.
And Carly, she did so with a post on X calling it crazy. And according to
all this damn drama, trying to just pull up a video before
schedule that's happening only a few days after her arrest right back here in Georgia. Glorilla's first post on X following her arrest started with the word crazy. Glorilla, whose real name is Gloria Woods, says she was performing at the WNBA All-Star Game in Indianapolis when people broke into her home. According to Forsyth deputies, 3 people were allegedly stealing things from her home and have been shot at by someone inside before law enforcement arrived. The suspects ran away. While investigating, deputies say they found a significant amount of marijuana. Woods was not home at the time, but her attorneys say her family had been staying there, going on to say the home invaders grabbed high-value jewelry. The rapper turned herself in on Tuesday to face a felony marijuana possession charge and possession of a Schedule I controlled substance. She was released on bond the same day.
That's awful, awful, awful.
First up to bat. What's up, my girl princess? It's giving Miami. Period. First of all, you couldn't pay me to live in a state that does not have dispensaries, that does not legalize marijuana. You couldn't pay me. Cause girl, who is just I guess it's just marijuana. That was, the thing that really got locked up on. Why is y'all still locking people up down south for some doggone weed? Girl, that stuff is so readily available. Shardy up in here, he from Michigan. He know, like, it's so readily available up here in Michigan. It is so dirt cheap. I think it's legal out there in Pennsylvania too. And then she wasn't even at the house. I didn't know that part. She wasn't even at the house. So why is she getting locked up for drug? These red states, y'all do that just to get back at black people. And then you got everybody always up in an uproar. Because I was looking at the comments on Joy 105. Shout out to Joy 105. I was looking at the comments over there at Joy 105. They was talking about it. They was like, oh, is this backlash for her winning the BET award? I would listen to Glorilla. Over Maverick City. We're going to get into Maverick City tonight. We're going to get into them tonight. That's going to be the next story we're going to talk about. But I would rather sit up and listen to Glorilla. And I think Glorilla had Maverick City on that song, if I'm not mistaken, that she won that BET award for. She making better music than these tired gospel artists they got out now. I don't like none of this gospel music they got going on out now. So I don't know what the damn big deal was. But they really got my girl. I love Glorilla. It's the G to the L to the O. Big Glow. Hey. I know some of y'all are gospel Christians and y'all like, Marvin Sapp and Hezekiah Walker, and I do too. Fred Hammond and Marvin Sapp. But I'm a little bit of a hood rat. I'm versatile. Look at my wall. You got Mary J. Blige. You got Anita Baker up there. I got the Bobby Jones vinyl, honey. I'm versatile. I can hang in the hood and in the church. I can go to corporate and I can go to the strip club, honey. You got to be versatile in 2025. Because, it's a lot of these people. Y'all be talking about how holy y'all is. Exactly, princess. The police was just trying to make some headlines. She wasn't even at home. And how you going to charge that girl with some marijuana? But they said down there in Georgia, they don't be playing that. They don't be playing that at all. So I'm like, you couldn't pay me to live in a red state at all. And I don't even smoke like that. But every once in a while, you know, you go to the gym, your body be hurting and all of that. Sometimes you want a little gummy, you know. I used to be on them gummies so bad. But every once in a while, you want a little gummy. You know, you might want to smoke because, you know, whatever. I love my blues music too. But you in Mississippi, man. That's all. That's y'all rap. You know, my folk from Mississippi. So, you know, that's all y'all listen to down there. That's like but you know, I've come to love blues music over the years. I used to hate it, but you know, now you can put on some, hey, Mr. Sexy Man, what your name is? That's my song. But yeah, back to what I was saying. You know, a lot of these people, they be claiming they so holy and they so just and righteous and we're so noble. What they say over there, we're so whatever they say. Y'all know what they say. We're so integral. And these bitches be full of shit. I can cuss now. It's been 10 minutes. Y'all make sure y'all hit like. And I want to thank all the new subscribers. Like, I've jumped up new subscribers. Like, I'm at 450 and I barely be trying. Like, I just be posting what I want to post and I do what I want to do when I want to do it. I come on when I feel like it, you know. You know, some girls, they got to sit on here for 17 days in a row. You know, it's like, girl, and your subscriber count been the same since I came across your platform for the first time last year. You got the same amount of viewers. You got them same raggedy bitches in your chat. And you think I'm going to respond to you, girl? You think I'm going to say your name, girl? We're going to get to you later, honey. I'm going to get to a lot of stuff later on down the line in this show. But yeah, I had to talk about my girl, Big Glow. Now, let's get into this Maverick City shit. Y'all excuse me for cussing. The Lord is working on me. If the Lord can't work on me, then what is he doing? The Lord, you know, y'all think the Lord only work on y'all. The Lord can work on me. This ain't no Brian Corn. Y'all think Brian Corn the only one that need forgiveness. I deserve a little forgiveness too, girl. All right, let's get into this here. Just 1 second. Yeah, G to the L to the O, Big Glow. All right, Isaac Curry, honey. You know, sometimes I be wondering about him sometimes. I'll be like, what he got going on? The Christian/gospel industry. I mean, I'm gonna be straight. Hold on. Y'all keep making sure y'all hit like if you up in the chat. We got a couple people up in here, but all right, there we go. You gotta go through all these hoops with stream, y'all. I do not like this platform, y'all.
This week on the Isaac Curry Show. What was the turning point that you made when you knew that something different had to happen to resurrect or reshape the Christian/gospel industry?
I mean, I'm gonna be straight up. I knew it the first day. It was stale. The gospel norms wasn't working no more, man. Y'all sing too hard. Y'all over sing. Stop doing that. Don't nobody want to hear no runs. People keep.
Let's stop right there. It's so much to dissect here. Let's stop right there. So this is the guy from, I guess, Maverick City. I don't know nothing about these people. Do y'all know who Maverick City is? Because, I mean, do y'all know their songs? I done heard the name over and over again, but I don't listen to this new stuff. So I'm just like, girl, who is these folks? This man, I guess he the front man of Maverick City, right? So he over here, spewing out, because I don't like Maverick City because, all this new stuff, a lot of it's anti-black. And you just heard what he said. He's anti-black. When it comes down to music, we like all that. I like all that screaming and hollering. I like all that Karen Clark shit, you scream and holler to the top of your lungs. I like that and all of that. You know, I like all that carrying on. The more the merrier. Long as you worshiping God, if I can feel you and you going from the pit of your stomach and you giving me some emotionalism, I can't stand to hear black people up there. I don't like all that screaming and hollering. Girl, well, that's for you. That's why music's shitty like it is now. Cause y'all don't let people just do them and have be vulnerable and feel the spirit no more. Y'all want to rule and regulate every damn thing. I don't like no music that's out now. None of it. R&B, gospel, all of it. The only thing that's nice out now is the blues. Cause they don't mind still going and singing and doing the riffs and the runs and all of the old stuff. But y'all just be so gun-ho on trying to be white adjacent. And you're still a loser. This is Norman Gyamfi. I don't know. I don't know what his name is. I don't like him. He gets on my nerve. Whoever he is. This is my first time coming across him. But he has so much to say.
He said, we want choir music back. Choir music would have never died if people want to listen to it. I say it.
Say it.
Joel Steen, Kirk Franklin, T.D. Jakes. How can I find somebody to tour me that's not Norman? Oh my God, I'm so sick of him. La, 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 la. Why? What'd I do to you? I think people see me as competition when I'm not.
So let's go here. Travis to man.
At that time, it was a little chumps to me.
Right.
You know, I fired Chan from my church. I'm the one who got the big artists. We running worship. What I'm calling them for? You got my old background singer leading your thing.
And ain't nothing about that is godly. Nothing about what he's saying is godly. Nothing about him screams, I want to get the most people up in the church and get their life back over to the Lord. Nothing about that is saying, I want to make sure the youth, because that used to be the message back in the day, was I want the youth. I want everybody to feel what I'm singing about. You didn't hear artists getting on there gloating, but he making it all about him. Oh, I got all the big artists and I do that and I do this. Sounding like a big old queen. He sound awfully queenly to be some big old macho man. I can't stand no man to be sitting up there talking like a damn woman. I can't stand no man that's allegedly straight sitting up there running his damn mouth like a woman. Like Nene Leak said, you sitting around here running your mouth like a bitch. You all in the women's business. Oh, I can't stand that. That's right, Shardy. I like, hey, Candace. That's right, Shardy. I like, I went to church in Flint like you did, but I grew up in Saginaw. And, my church was Eliza Apostolic Church in Flint, Michigan on Hamilton. I grew up, my Nawana Dunlap from Bobby Jones. That's my church aunt, honey. That's what I'm used to. Y'all go back and look at some of them old clips. Nawana Dunlap and Beverly Crawford, Angela Prim, Odelia Dunlap, Sion Thompson. That's what I'm used to. All that screaming and hollering. I don't like all of that. I got Bobby Jones right here. Let me pull down my volume. Y'all see my Bobby Jones vinyl? There go Nawana Dunlap right there. That's before Beverly Crawford got up in the groove. That's my church aunt. I saw this in the record shop a couple months ago. I was like, I'm finna buy this because this is historical to me. So I gotta show this to my peoples. But anyways, I like all that screaming and hollering. I don't like all that soft worship music. Like, girl, open up your damn mouth and sing the song. But he got on there. I guess he had made some disparaging remarks about Kirk Franklin. I wasn't about to sit there and go through that whole dry ass interview. Them podcasts, honey. Especially these gospel podcasts. It'd be really revealing. And he had also... Oh, yeah, let's go through the rest of it because this is a little bit more. Let's go through the rest of it because he had also said some stuff about his support for Trump. And I was like, girl, you could have left that to yourself. Nobody give a fuck about Trump no more. He ain't doing that.
You don't care.
They don't get it. You know who get it? White people get it. First off, everybody know I'm a Trump voter, regardless how y'all feel about that. So, got a really good PPP too. Trump, thank you for that one, bro.
Oh, my God.
Well, so many people don't.
Y'all hear this? Do y'all hear this? I'm a Trump supporter, and I really don't care. Even though he's attacking black rights every day. He's attacking the people that's your supporters. Oh, white people, they care about it. You know what? You coon ass niggas. Y'all niggas get up here. Every chance y'all opportunity y'all get to coon. Y'all coon. Y'all coon. It's so draining being black in 2025, y'all. It is so draining to be black in 2025 because you always got these strange characters. It's like, who is you, girl? Where did you come from? You talking all this anti-black shit. That's why I never liked that damn CCM. That's why I feel so strong. Hey, Inspire. Hey, Katrina. That's how I feel so strong about that. And Katrina, you asked a very solid question. You said, I'm trying to understand the point of his podcast. Former gospel artists starting podcasts in churches left and right. They put anyone on there. Yes, they do. But let's dissect your question really quick. The point of his podcast is because these hoes want to be celebrity. It ain't got nothing to do with Jesus. Ain't got nothing about soul salvation. Ain't got none of these hoes want to be the celebrity. They want to be Jesus Christ the superstar. That's what they want to be. That's what they want to do. And they need money because the money is starting to dry up. Y'all only gonna, be able to do so many tours. So you got to turn somewhere. Nothing about it is godly. Nothing about it is trying to turn people to Jesus, trying to save somebody's soul, trying to make somebody change. It's about them. That's what it's all about. But y'all need to quit supporting Maverick City, period. If you a Trump supporter and that's your thing and you don't think it's that serious or however you feel, do you continue to listen to that crap music? That's you, boo. But if you actually care about politics and things of that nature, because this political climate, this isn't regular politics. I just don't do the respectability thing. I was going to talk about Laverne Cox today, but I was like, I don't feel like even going there right now. I'm just going to talk about these little couple of topics in the Christian gospel community or whatever. I'm gonna stay there tonight. I'm not gonna even go there. But if you care about politics and you understand political science and understand the attack on democracy that we're in right now, I can't support people like Nelly. My friend invited me to go see Nelly. I was like, honey, I'm not going to that. He was at the inauguration. I'm not going to that. That's double-minded. See, y'all pick and choose when y'all want to be down for the cause. And I'm not doing it. Ashanti, his wife, she performed at a concert I went to a couple weeks ago. I wanted to see Lil' Kim, but I walked out when Ashanti came on the stage. I'm not supporting you. I don't care. You might have got the money from the ticket, but I'm not going to be there yelling and screaming for you. Girl, screw you. If you say, okay, like Cheryl Underwood, she's a perfect example. She was a Republican for years, right? But she was like a GOP, not a Trumpard. She was a GOP Republican. She said, this is more aligned my values. Okay, I can understand that. I can play the respectability thing there. I don't get it. But if that's along or aligned with your views, I can get it. But this current climate, I can't do you, boo. I can't do you. You know what I'm saying? Because, as a black man, as a gay man, as a poor man, I'm not poor, but, as, middle class, whatever you want to call it, they're attacking my livelihood left and right, honey. They're attacking us left and right. So if you say that, oh, I support that, but then you want to be friends with me, it just don't work like that. If you a regular, degular, come on now, you gotta draw a line in the sand. Somebody gotta stand up. Y'all gotta quit playing all this. This is why we in the predicament that we're in. The Democrats, and I have been wanting to talk about this the whole time, especially after the election. The Democrats gonna have to grow a backbone. Y'all gotta quit playing this whole, oh, we gonna be friends. It's all good. We still gonna respect. Girl, them people over there left and right every day, roasting and gagging us, and we still, oh, it's okay. It's okay. We're still gonna rise to the occasion. When they go low, we go high. Girl, fuck that. See, but I always was a Malcolm X. I always was in the Malcolm X. By any means. That's what I'm about. Let's continue to watch this.
Dog me, man. People work for me that dog me. From 30-year-old young black dude from nowhere, Georgia, with no background in music. And I got more Grammys than most people you know. So your next deal likely gonna be with me. Maverick City outstripped the entire gospel industry combined. Jeez. Everybody hated on it. Nobody called it real. Everybody said it's this, that, it's this. And all that happened from that is you saw the subsequent genre die. One of them gotta go.
One of them gotta go.
Gospel.
Wow. Pathetic. He is pathetic. This is the leader again. This is the leader of Maverick City. He said he wants your history, the things that your ancestors, the thing that you listen to every day, the thing that was brought over from Africa, the cadences, the syncopation. He said he wants that to die. He wants to trade that in for whiteness, for Eurocentric ideologies and Eurocentric sounds. These songs don't even have Bible references. These little CCM songs. And see, you know, I'm a writer. I'm a writer. I write R&B and I also write gospel. They just repeat the same thing over and over again. And we're wondering why people are not captivated by the music anymore. We wonder why people don't come to the concerts, why they don't listen to gospel music or they don't listen to religious music, because you can't even call it gospel music. Well, that you can't call that gospel music. You call that religious or Christian, whatever you want to call it, but it's not gospel. It doesn't. This isn't the same music that carried the slaves, that let the black people of the 50s and the 60s get past Jim Crow and oppression. This wasn't the Clark sister sound. This wasn't the whining sound. This is something else. And you confuse it all you want to all together. But at the end of the day, I'm going to still listen to my gospel. I'm gonna rock with gospel all the way down to the flow. And he acting like he's so grandiose and like he just reinvented the damn wheel. You country damn bumpkin, you. Fred Hammond was doing that 25 years ago. Who are you? You know, that's why I can't. Oh, if you ever been around musicians in the church, if you've been around producers or anybody that's adjacent to the gospel music industry, you understand that all of them talk like this. Especially people that's like 45 down, 40 years old and down, they all talk like this. They don't care about soul salvation. They won't even say it. They only care about the sound. They only care about, you know, oh, I did this, I did that. They care more about the accolades than worshiping the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. And that's why I roast and gag every time I get the chance to. Y'all make sure y'all hit like. Thank you so much. Y'all engaging and everything. Look at y'all. While we talking about Trump, let's stay here. Let's stay in Trumpland. Cause you know, I was over there getting prepared for tonight's show. We got 2 more stories and we're gonna get up out of here. So
and everybody.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I was getting ready for tonight's show, and everybody done shook the table. I didn't want to come on here talking about the TD Jakes theme because it's like, how many times y'all gonna talk about it? It's so many other things that's going on right now. So hopefully, people talk about everything that's going on right now. But let's go here.
I think around 60,000 people that watched saw me say why. And I did not say that it was because of a vote. Was I disappointed? Hell yeah. But now that I know what I know, there was nobody else for him to align himself with. But
there are people and viewers saying that, Larry, you did him.
How many times we gonna catch you up in these lies? This nigga look like a shriveled up meatball. How many times we gonna catch you up in these goddamn lies?
Why it had to do with the voting. A lot of people took that from your 2-hour live stream that it was about.
I mean, I don't know why. Just go back and watch it. I haven't taken it down. I said very clearly, if you took away from that, it's because we kept coming back to the whole purpose of the live is because he put up a video where it looked as though he aligned with the current administration. So I get why.
Honey, I don't even watch you anymore. And I understand and know bullshit. I don't even watch you, Larry girl. I don't watch you no more. I used to, but I saw that you full of shit, just like we the people. A lot of us figured out that you full of shit. He is stressed. Look at him. Look at the material. I had to leave this line. Shout out to St. James for saying it on business in the chat. Oh, St. James was in the chat. I ain't see all of that. I can't listen to Larry for over a good 5 minutes. After a while, it's just repulsive. It's just repulsive because he lies so much. He sat there. I'm gonna play the rest of this, and I'm gonna show y'all how he sat there and gassed like we the people. I'm gonna show y'all the rest of the video. But St. James is solid. Stand on business. Because before we play the rest of the video, I remember Manasseh and Bishop Bernard Jordan being on your channel and clearly, prophetically, as y'all say, he clearly was alluding to Donald Trump being the phoenix that rose from the ashes. Now we try to interpret that as, oh, well, maybe he's talking about Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris had never been aligned with that prophetic vision. So you knew who he was voting for the whole time. But I'm gonna play the rest. I'm gonna play the rest.
People take it away from that because I did open up the show saying this is why I have to say this. But you should have been listening because I gave a chronological order of events all the way up to that day. And it just ain't the truth. But if I did, that was enough. We can be friends like me and Prophet Lovey and you vote and speak up for Donald Trump. But you cannot be my mentor and you are...
You can't be my mentor, but you can be my friend. Girl. See, no, bitch. You're not gonna sit there and play in our face. You not gonna sit up there and play in our goddamn face. You know what the fuck you said. You know what you said, nigga. And you know what you was alluding to. And it backfired. Now you want to come out and be like, oh, that's not you can't be my mentor. I can't be your mentee. I can't be your mentee. But you can be my friend. Really, bitch. Go play with somebody else. Because you really think, like most grandiose narcissists, you really think that everybody is dumb and we the people can't. You was able to get away with that for years. You were able to get away with that over there at that little pitiful church you had down there in North Carolina. You was able to get away with that with the little scheme and scam that you set up with all your folk over there in Atlanta. You was able to get away with that with your little Patreon crew. And you was able to get away with that with the people that you paid off over there that call themselves content creators. But the general public, we have this thing called screen record. And we not taking that. We're not taking it. Thank you, Candice. Make sure y'all hit like and share and hit the subscribe button. We're not dumb. We're not gullible. We are on to you, bitch. We're on to you. We've been on to you, honey. Now you doing everything you can to backpedal and pussy pop. You doing well? Why you ain't over there with the other two, Laverne and Cheryl? Why you ain't over there with them? Why you ain't over there with Babs? Why you ain't over there with the baby key rejects? Why you ain't over there with them? Why you unconscious? I'm gonna show you bitches how to conscious. What's going on, honey? Why you doing your and that's it's not a smear campaign because he doesn't have an intended target. Now he's trying to do a cleanup tour. You tried to do your smear campaign with TD Jakes and with everybody else that came out against your punk ass. Hey, Rochelle. I like saying that, Rochelle. You tried to do that with everybody else. Now you on your backpedaling pussy pepping campaign. Why you ain't over there with everybody else? With the two big back burleys. Why you ain't over there with them? Because they ain't got the platform. Okay. Anyways. And why are we there? Because I was going to bring this up anyways. I know I roasted and gagged on the last video, but I want to make it very clear. This channel will not be about certain people, honey. You hoes ain't even nowhere near relevant enough for me to sit up here and do this back and forth. It never gave beef sector over here. It never gave beef sector. I'm not going to do the back and forth every day. Oh, gag order. I gotta say, I'm slain in the spirit right now. I'm slain in the spirit right now. Bro, oh, girl. Oh, now it's Thank you, Nicole. Thank you. Ooh, you. Praise the Lord for Nicole, honey. Because I'll be over here looking like a damn fool. I'm slain in the spirit right now. So now y'all F Tyrone Blackburn. Ooh, I can't wait to see this narcissist bull crap go down. Oh, this gonna be so good. Girl. But since like I was saying, I'm not talking about irrelevant hoes. I'm sorry. I saw, somebody sent me the video on Instagram of the unnamed girl, the whale. The people were sending me stuff, and I was like, I'm not watching that. First of all, let me explain something real quick. She was over here watching my shit. I don't watch her. Okay. I don't watch none of them hoes. I watch William just a little bit. That's why I said his name. I feel like he's relevant enough. I used to like William. That's why I'm even over here right now. Because William was on St. James's show, right? But that other girl, I'm like, girl, I don't know you. And for you to be sitting up there always saying, well, they was over there in my chat. Girl, I wasn't over there in your chat. Because let me tell you something. I didn't know who you was until people were saying, oh, he over there saying your name. And I'm like, what? I don't know her. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? I didn't know her. I never saw that girl a day in my life. And she was over there saying my name because I was up there on that screen. And I'm like, okay. And then I went to her video because, like I said, I never saw that girl before. Y'all, please excuse me in the mess. But I never saw that girl before. And then when I went on there, I said, oh, yeah, if I went past your channel, I would keep right on scrolling because it was giving uncle and auntie at the same damn time. I don't do double-minded bitches. Either you a feminine or you a masculine. The picture gave titties. No, the video gave titties on top and the picture gave dick on the bottom. Right? So I was like, I want to watch her. Ain't nothing about her appealing. She's ugly, and then she be having the nerve to be calling people ugly. Let me explain something to y'all. I feel like people take a liking to me and most content creators because we're visually appealing. That has a layer to do with it. At the end of the day, this is the entertainment business, honey. You have to be physically attractive somewhat. And then if people take a liking to what you're talking about, that's a plus. But girl, that's why you still got them same bitter bitches over there in your chat. And I hate to be like this, but if you want me to go back and forth and all of that, what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start roasting and gagging all the girls in your chat. Because that's what you be coming over there to St. James is doing. So I'll just start going up and down your chat. Start roasting and gagging them. I ain't even worried about you, girl. I'll do that for content and for fun. If you want to go there. So I suggest all the girls over there in his chat, y'all start telling that hoe to move the fuck on. Especially when it come to me. I don't care about everybody else, but when it come to me, tell that bitch to move on with the next conversation. Because I'll start roasting and gagging y'all next. I don't give a fuck. I'm young and I'm a little bit ratchet. I'm a hood rat, to be exact. I like smoking Black and Milds and babes and, whooping ass. And then I'll turn around and go to church. I'm from the hood, boo, for real. If you know real hood folk, we go to church. We know Mississippi Mass Choir and Hezekiah Walker, and we also know Boosie Badass. But Larry, quit all that lying. Stop all that damn lying. And y'all gotta stop. Don't send me that girl stuff. I'm not about to sit here. I don't address rumors. Because the last time, well, every other time she's mentioned me, she's said a whole bunch of stuff. I'm like, Why would I respond to that? And I feel like that was God telling me, like, you know, me not coming back immediately. That was good for me because I'm like, girl, I'm not addressing that. I don't address lies. And then number two, the stuff that you were saying, so be it. So be it. So be it. You were saying I was doing stuff, all this weird stuff. I'm like, honey, okay, and the niggas I mess with don't be over here on no damn church sector. So what you talking about? I'm not screwing none of y'all. So be it. What else is going on, Miss Bitch? You still a big back burly bitch? She ain't worth it. Exactly. So, and Shawty know what I'm talking about because I think Shawty from the north side. Oh, I thought Shawty said that. I think Shawty from the north side, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Or you from Beecher. I know you from either one of them. Y'all hit like. We about to wrap up the show. This is the last thing I want to talk about. You know, Detroit. These Detroit pastors, man. Y'all keep your eye on Detroit. You know, this is the blackest city in America. Over 500,000. We got the highest proportion of black people within the city limits. Detroit is the blackest city in America. So, of course, we always got the tea, the gossip, and all the drama going on. And it makes good for me because, honey, I can go down the street on 7 Mile and I can go on, you know, and talk about this and everybody be sending me everything. It's like, you know, I love it, honey. Y'all keep y'all mess up because it be good content. Sometimes we be like, okay, girl, y'all, you know, just like that girl with the Greater Grace thing. It was like, okay, girl, if I get another damn notification from you, Miss, what's her name, Melody, I was like, girl, we don't care about that. That was last week's news. We done moved on to something else. He ain't finna step down. If he step down, then maybe we'll be like, okay, well, you know, woo. But girl, we don't care about that no more. Move on with your life. Write your little AI book. Do whatever you gonna do. And we'll just leave it there, honey. We ain't gotta keep doing all this back and forth. So we about to watch. Hold on, real quick. So we about to watch. There's a church here. It's called Triumph. We were talking about Triumph on St. James's comments or in his chat. And Triumph is like I think it might be the biggest church in the city of Detroit. They have like 7 campuses, and their pastor Solomon Kinloch Jr. is currently running for mayor. And we'll get into some more mess in a minute, but it's just like y'all Detroit pastors, y'all love to scam the people.
In the primary. Oh, Pastor Solomon Kinloch Jr. is very prestigious here in the city of Detroit, well known. He's the head of Triumph Church, one of the locations here behind me in Detroit. Their congregation, tens of thousands of members across Metro Detroit. And we're learning a little bit about his past, an assault and battery conviction back in 1993 against his wife. Court records indicate he held her at knife point. We have been pouring through those court records all day today, and this is what we've uncovered.
Solomon Kinloch Jr. position is one of the frontrunners in the race for Detroit's next mayor. He's the head of the Triumph Church, a mega church with a congregation into the tens of thousands across Metro Detroit. And now, for the first time publicly, an assault and battery conviction against him surfaces. Court records spell out a violent scene leading to Felonious assault charges against Kinloch Jr. back in 1993 when he was 19 years old. Those charges eventually were pled down to assault and battery. The victim, his ex-wife. According to testimony from a Southfield police officer first on scene that February night, Kinloch Jr.'s ex-wife had scratches on her face, a bleeding cut on her finger, and a swollen foot, unable to walk. She told police Kinloch Jr. held her at knife point and wouldn't let her leave their apartment and hit her with the knife multiple times, then threw it at her and hurled a glass at her foot.
Kinloch Jr. pled down the felony charges and was sentenced to 12 months probation. Oakland County court records show he violated his probation and had his sentence extended. He and his ex-wife divorced about 9 years after the conviction.
Oh.
A statement from a spokesperson with Kinloch's.
Not 9 years, girl. You stayed through that through the thick and thin to the bitter end. Ooh, child.
Campaign says more than 30 years ago, as a 19-year-old, Pastor Kinloch made a mistake. He's never attempted to hide it or run from it. Rather, he has discussed it as part of his ministry and used it to help put countless others on the path to redemption. Pastor Kinloch preaches about second chances, forgiveness, and accepting that no one is perfect. Political rivals bringing this 30-year-old incident up while people are voting is politics, but we will remain focused on delivering for Detroit, investing in neighborhoods, not just downtown, attacking poverty and creating opportunity for all Detroiters. And this is all surfacing as the race heats up. Those absentee ballots have been sent out.
Child. Y'all niggas, y'all past always come back to get y'all. Now, Shardy, I don't think he was going to be mayor. I think that was a pipe dream. I don't know what the whole ammo is. A lot of us I'm not really feeling. I wasn't feeling him no ways. I didn't want to vote for him. It was nothing about him that was really appealing. I know he got a lot of, like, I work with a lady, she goes to Triumph. A lot of people go to Triumph. It's the biggest church in the city. Every man wants to be that girl. Every man wants to be that. And we don't play about domestic violence over here. You know, I take that very serious. I done been through a lot of abuse my damn self. But I don't take that light. But you think we finna vote for you, honey? I don't think so. Now, I don't believe, and shout out to my friend Radiant. She ain't in the chat, but she just texted me she watching the show. Shout out to her. But I just moved to the city of Detroit, so I don't think my registration is up to date yet. So I'm still like out in Clinton Township, which is a suburb. That's what my registration is, I believe, still. However, I wasn't voting for Kinloch no ways. Something in the spirit was just like, yeah, no. How you gonna have 7 campuses and then still effectively run the city of Detroit? I don't think so. I was just not. I wasn't. I mean, he ain't really said nothing that was impressive. Now, who is the real front runner is Mary Sheffield, who Shotty Sharp mentioned. But I heard she is scam artist who go to somebody. I was like, if I'm gonna have to double check. I don't know if my information went over yet, but I was planning on voting for either. It was the 2 other people, either Ty Perkins or Chantel Jenkins. I wasn't planning on voting for him. He thought just because he was about to. He thought that he was just about to just jump up and run because he has all of those people at his church and he was going to win. But let me tell you something. Black people, y'all might allow that mess. And for people to have all these scandals and stuff. And I'm referring this back to this whole young blood situation. Y'all might allow that stuff. But a lot of these other non-black groups, they don't be feeling all of that. If you have a scandal, and I'm talking about real politics, not this Trump shit. I'm talking about people that's real informed voters that vote every single time. Like me, we're not jumping up. If you have a scandal, I'm gonna write right past your name on that election thing. And it is what it is. And it is so. Now, Flint, Shardy, Flint is a whole nother political arena, honey. Y'all is a hot mess up there. Y'all be fighting all down there at the thing and kicking ass. You gotta put a bulletproof vest. Ever since Eric Mays died, y'all gotta wear a bulletproof vest to go into Flint City Hall. Ain't nobody trying to do all of that right now.
If you are in anything that Jesus is not in, then you ought to want to get yourself out of it.
He wants to be Detroit's next mayor, but he hasn't lived in the city in decades. And why would he? It's really nice up here. The mailbox looked like little houses, and the grass is manicured one knuckle high. The irony's not lost on the gardeners.
Estar el mayor de Detroit, pero él vive aquí. It's ridiculous, eh? It's one of those tasteful Tony suburbs where no one gets shot, but people are dying to move in. No one home. Maybe we should check his Detroit address.
The pastor's estate is closer to Flint than to Detroit City Hall. And if he does live up here, then the commute is going to be 50 minutes, barring traffic and construction. And in Michigan, there's always construction. But the minister insists he does live in Detroit. To beat the residency deadline last year, Kinloch claims he moved into this pay-as-you-go dump.
Nah, I done been there. I'm not going to say why I was there. Every man wants a... I've been there before. That's an Airbnb. Honey, that's not residence. Let's keep it moving.
On Michigan Avenue.
So apparently he stayed here at this half-built Scuzz hotel right near the elevator. Pastor of the megachurch. 10 weeks. Here. Near the trash chute. So that's handy.
Meanwhile, the pastor left his wife and kid way up there in the burbs. The Reverend stayed at the flop house for 3 months, and then he claims he moved in with his brother here for the next 6 months. I wonder which guy did the shopping and which guy cleaned the toilets. Then, Kinloch's wife moved into the same building in December, but the pastor didn't change address until February. The irony's not lost on the security guard.
That's what this gardener said. Oh, there's a bunch of Kinlochs.
Calling, please hold.
I just wanted to say real quick, that white guy, so I don't do a lot of white people, but he is funny as hell. Let's keep it moving.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
That would be weird. You're living here and someone came to see you and there's no messages.
So to sum it up, Pastor Kinloch has 7 churches in Metro Detroit, 6 ways to donate, and 4 different addresses. People are laughing because they all get the joke.
Where do you live, Pastor? Trey would like to know.
And a lawsuit's coming too.
Child. Y'all gonna get enough of this. Y'all gonna get enough of this. Go serve the Lord. Go be a pastor. Go save somebody's life. I ain't never been over there to Triumph, other than to like go, to me and St. James. One of the events, the event that he had came here for was at one of the campuses over here in Detroit. But I ain't never been in one of their services or nothing like that. And the way my friend at work explained it to me, the way they have everything set up is like you have designated people assigned to you. I'm not into all that mega church stuff. I need to touch the pastor. I need to give you a hug. When I'm going through my deliverance, y'all know I love a good. Every time I go to the altar, I fall out. As soon as they touch me, I fall out. I just go straight to the floor. Whoa. Every time I go to the altar, I falls completely out. I don't know what that's about. It's funny. But if y'all can't touch you, I ain't trying to go. Child, y'all gonna get enough of this scam artist stuff. I don't Marvin over there scamming. Bishop Ellis over there sending cash ads. She done uploaded some more stuff to TikTok and stuff. I saw that she talking about some Shardy said that let's see. Shardy said something about Bishop Ellis is taking litigation for Melanie. Child, that's what they all say. That's what they all say, honey. I don't believe it. Y'all make sure y'all hit like. Y'all make sure y'all hit subscribe and y'all hit share. I had fun tonight again, y'all. I had fun again tonight. You know, y'all make sure y'all stay prayed up. I'm gonna be doing some more stuff here in my little studio, whatever. Just getting things taken care of. I'm just in one corner of it. I'm gonna do a lot more content or whatnot. So y'all, I thank y'all so much. I saw that I had like 2,000 video views, I'm sorry, on the last video. And I had went up to 450 some odd subscribers just based off of the one video. Like every time I post something, my views just keep going up and up and up. So I was like, let me just keep the momentum going. Let me stay in the algorithm. It's 37 of y'all up in here tonight. And I thank y'all so much for watching. So, and y'all all commenting, being messy, being very messy, But we all like a little mess, and I want to give y'all a little mess, a little tea, a little shade, a little information every once in a while, and we just gonna have some fun up in here. I'm not coming on here trying to be like nobody else. I'm trying to be Jessie J. Blige. Y'all see Mary back there. So all right, y'all. I thank y'all again. Y'all have a beautiful weekend. I'm gonna be probably working on some stuff, maybe some recorded videos or something. I might come live. I don't know. But I got a lot of ideas up the pipeline. I'm not going to be talking about only church stuff. We're going to do some more stuff about some of my experiences and some story times. I love a good story times, a little tea and some shade about me. I can roast myself. I'm not that too much into myself while I can't roast and gag myself. So y'all be looking out for some more stuff this weekend or maybe at the beginning of next week. I thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit me up on Instagram if you feel free. If you feel led to send over a donation, it's LilJessye. And my Venmo and stuff like that is up in the description box. So y'all stay connected. And I thank you so much. I'm sending you a lot of love straight out of the Motor City. Have a good night, y'all.